Black Supremacy's Nattyisisyah, and I wanted to talk about the direction that the sisterhood is moving in the conscious community. Now, for one, this whole idea of a sisterhood is rather new to me because where I'm from, we don't necessarily have a need for a sisterhood. It's either you connect with a sister or you don't. Uh, we don't necessarily try to get people to conform to what it is that we believe in, and we definitely don't have um, any types of brotherhoods to use as examples or um, any type of example to lead the sisterhood. Like there's no clicking, there's no um, unique bonding based on gender, right? It's really just you build with who you build with and who you vibe with. But I see that obviously in the conscious community, it's way more um, based on your affiliations, and Atlanta is like probably the epitome of that because you have a whole bunch of more sects and just like you know the whole college campus type. I'm part of this. I don't even know what they call it. 'Cause I haven't been to their colleges but the whole alpha, beta, kappa, whatever, right? So um, that goes on, and that's part of that has also seeped into the culture of the conscious community. But I feel like really the direction that we should be moving in, we shouldn't even be focusing so much on are you part of my clique or are you part of my sisterhood? Are you even part of my brotherhood? We see the downfalls and the pitfalls of that with what has been going on so far. We've been watching a lot of the brothers, and it turns into debates. Shout out to the brothers who are not participating in these debates that are destroying the conscious community even more than it is. I don't particularly believe in the debates. That's why I rep King Noble, and I also like a lot of what how Dr. Phil has represented the conscious community, right? Dr. Phil Valentine. Not all about debates and all of these type of disunity type of events, because that's how I see a lot of them. They're more disunity type of events. um, you don't really feel comfortable going to these events because it's really just a bunch of people in there waiting to either badger somebody down because of their opinions, trying to fight them, even the sisterhood. So the brothers fighting the sisterhood, so it's like it's a waste of time, right? But going forward, we really should be focusing more on uniting with who you unite with. I would love for people to unite despite their differences and to, just deal with this white man and this white supremacy. That's really where we should be moving. But it seems like, obviously if you don't like somebody's kale salad, they're not going to unite with you. If you make a better kale salad, they're not going to unite with you. If your dashiki is more crisp, um, somebody ain't going to unite with you. It becomes it's so petty, right? It's so petty. And we should be able to come in and offer our opinions and offer our views and enlighten each other, because we all come from different walks of life, right? But when you have something like a sisterhood or a brotherhood, which is a construct, right, that really has no definition, all we is very vague. Just I'm the sisterhood, you're supposed to rep and back everybody because we're part of a sisterhood. I've yet to see this so-called sisterhood that exists. I hear it, and I see how it is more used out here, but I don't necessarily see it. Like I don't see bands of sisters just looking out for other sisters. I see sisters just either repping brothers that they like. I see sisters who aren't really saying anything to be considered part of a sisterhood, right? Um, it's just like it's still every man for themselves when you really think about it. But so we can't be looking to any type of ideologies, whether it be brotherhood or sisterhood, as something that is going to unite and liberate us. Because if you're bringing uplifting information, if you're doing works that uplift, um, people in your community, whether they be male or female, that should be what matters. If you are actually moving in the direction of the revolution that is taking place, that's all that matters. Because in the end, if the end goal is that we are free and liberated, you're not going to have a brotherhood that is liberated over the sisterhood. Or if that's the case, that's not true liberation. Because what are all the men going to do? What are all the sisters going to do if it's just the sisterhood that is liberated? And I see where how this is moving in the direction where it's going to be, whether the sisters have done better than the brothers did, and whether a push to prove that the black woman is God, or that the black woman is not God, right? Who gives a fuck right now if the black woman being God or has not solved anything, and if black women who are supposed to be God are already going back and forth with each other, right? Are we going to be watching the battle of the gods? Is this the new entertainment scene, the new debate scene? So we need to do away with this, right? And because it's still very masochistic, right? We're still giving into the chauvinistic type of view that the men have of women, and it's going to result in cat fights, right? Where the brothers might be pulling out guns and shit. Women, sisters are going to be pulling out locks and natural hair like this. We cut it out right now. Just stop, right? Focus on enlightening people, right? And and bringing the information to unite people, right? Because not everybody's going to unite just off of gender, or just off of whatever it is that your doctrine, um, and your dogma, right? So we have to move forward in the direction of revolutionhood, if anything, right? Um, Making sure that people are prepared for this Black revolution that is taking place. And you're not going to do that if you're going back and forth with each other, and it's just going to become another distraction, another debate, for people to get paid, probably, just really tearing each other down as opposed to uniting. So peace. Join the website, kingnobleBlackRulership.com.